Hi there, it's Keith from the Evangelical Free Church Stony Stratford, and we're continuing our series of short talks in the Gospel of Luke. And today we come to chapter 4, verses 31 to 37. Well, after Jesus had spoken at the synagogue in Nazareth, where he'd got a very hostile reception, he goes to Capernaum to preach in the synagogue there. Well, how's he going to do? I was reading about Quentin Tarantino, the noted film director, and before he was making films, he was getting jobs as a jobbing actor or a stand-in in various TV programs. And one time, a TV program needed an Elvis impersonator. So he went to audition for that, and everyone turned up. Typical Elvis from the Las Vegas period, the big lapels, the rhinestones, the big flares. Quentin Tarantino didn't. He turned up in jeans and a check shirt because he was Elvis from early in his career, when he was sort of little more than a truck driver and a musician when he could fit it in. Now, I don't think he got the audition, but I'll tell you this, he stood out. And that's the case when Jesus preaches in Capernaum. He really stands out. In verse 32, it says that the people were amazed at his teaching because his message had authority. Why did it have authority? What made it stand out? Well, quite simply this. He would say to them, "But I tell you." The rabbis didn't do that. They'd always be comparing one teacher with another teacher. So say Rabbi Hillel says this and Rabbi Aaron says something else. But Jesus would say, "I tell you." He was teaching on his own authority. But suddenly there's an interruption. Verse 34. A man who's possessed by a demon shouts out, "Ha, what do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." Was this just mental illness? No, I don't think so. It's very interesting in the Gospels that the demons are always able to identify who Jesus is. It's interesting, isn't it, really? They've got more belief than many of the people Jesus met. But we shouldn't be surprised at that. In James, the book of James, chapter 2 and verse 19, it says, "You believe there is one God. Good, even the demons believe that and shudder." Well, this possessed man, the demons within him, are not pleased and fear Jesus. But here's the thing. Jesus stands out here because he has authority over the supernatural. Verse 35, "Be quiet," Jesus said sternly. "Come out of him." Then the demon threw the man down before them all and came out without injuring him. The actual command that's given here in the Greek, it's very strong because it's not just sort of being silent. It says, "Be muzzled." There's no debate here. There's no choice here. Jesus literally has the authority to muzzle this demon and stop him speaking. You can imagine this causes quite a stir. The people are really taken back. Verse 36, "All the people were amazed and said to each other, 'What is this teaching? With authority and power he gives orders to evil spirits, and they come out.'" Now that's interesting, isn't it? What is this teaching? Do you notice Luke is emphasizing something here? Jesus is not like a conjurer. It's not that he's just got some fancy tricks up his sleeve, which even include casting out demons. Very spectacular. It's more than that. It's literally that He has authority in his teaching, and the casting out of the demons and the miracles testify to that. The actual phrase that's used when they're talking about what is this teaching with authority and power, in the Greek, it's actually sort of giving the impression they're not just speaking about this, they're speaking about other times that Jesus has acted and taught. So not surprisingly, news spreads around. Jesus clearly stands out. In the book of Acts, Luke records, as is the writer of that book as well, what Peter said when he and John were brought in before the rulers and elders of the people, and they were being told to stop preaching about Jesus. He says this is Acts 4 verse 12, "Salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given to men by which we must be saved." Jesus stands out. Salvation is found nowhere else. You won't find it in any other belief system or worldview or lifestyle. Jesus is the only route to salvation. As it's coming up to Easter, we're offering this little book, The Real Easter. It will give you an idea about what Jesus' work is about. It's a quick read. You're welcome to take one from in front of the church or look on Facebook. My phone number's there somewhere and I'll pop it round to you. Thank you so much for listening.